think we're live now.
I think we're live down here. We're just checking this out. We want to check the audio real quick and see if it's working.
Yeah, it's fine.
We appear to be live. Here, John, we got some water, buddy. It's warm out here. John, that's Jen. Jen, that's John.
Nice to meet you too.
John's the expert on the camera here. And we just got hand-delivered a couple bottles of water, so thank you very much. We found some shade down here, so we're not in the sun. It's actually pretty hot. So I think we're live down here. We're at Spartansburg Community Fair. We were up at the ATV rodeo for a couple hours this morning, and we just tore the camera and stuff down and moved down here to the children's obstacle course down here by the stage. And a little bit of a change of pace from the ATV rodeo up there, but an equal amount of entertainment. And I don't know if you can see in the broadcast or not, but there's a lot of kids down here. A lot of kids lined up waiting to do this. This was a little bit safer option for some of the youngsters rather than up there in the ATV rodeo. We had already planned to be down here to do this at 11 o'clock when they started, so we're down here now. There you go. Strong finish for this little lady. We may end up back up there for another hour at the ATV rodeo after this is over. We're not sure yet. We kind of are talking through that to see if it's possible for everybody logistically. But for right now, you can sit back and enjoy this little kid obstacle course. I'm not really sure how much play-by-play I'm going to be able to give you without saying the same thing over again, but you can see this little girl here. She's got a first thing she got to do is put that basketball in that tire, and she got a little help there. You got to hurdle them little steps. You got to crawl through this tunnel that's blowed over from the wind. You're going to get a little help. There you go, just like the open-ended barrel race going on up there at the ATV rodeo right now. And then she's going to zig, and she's going to zag, and she's going to jump, and she's going to hop. You know, if you're able to see the smiles on the kids' faces when they're coming through here, they're having way more fun than anybody alive right now. I can promise you that. They are happy. It's fun to see the different levels of entertainment and contests that the kids can enter here throughout the day and throughout the week, really. Hopefully this live stream broadcast, be careful on that slide, little lady. There you go. Zoop. Hopefully this live stream finds some out-of-town family members or people that maybe just were feeling a little groggy this morning, didn't want to get up and get down here this early in the morning. Maybe you got some kids or grandkids doing this you can watch, or little nieces or nephews or neighbors or something. We would ask that if you're watching this and you have somebody that you think would enjoy watching this, share the link with them. Give us a like, a thumbs up down there. Subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. We're going to be live streaming some different events throughout the week here. The Quarry Journal has partnered up with the Spartansburg Community Fair this year. Trying to do some live stream events, and I got John Jukes on the camera over here with me. They did they also broadcast the pageant last night, which I was emceeing. I was up on the stage, but today I'm down here behind the microphone, and I'm still wearing my bow tie though. Not really. Change of clothing today. Oh, she might get stuck in the barrel. There you go. Keep going.
Does not feel like Randy Tiger lefty loosey.
It's nice to see all the adults down here cheering on the little kids, even if they don't belong to them. Everybody's kind of on the same page here, just trying to make the kids feel good and excited about what they're doing. This is a pretty laid-back event down here. Standing room only. So like I said, I probably don't have a whole lot to talk about here as we do this, but I'll let you watch what's going on. I'll try to fill in some of the silence with a little bit of nonsense or a little bit of play-by-play for you, and hopefully if you have kids or grandkids doing this obstacle course, this is something that you'll be able to watch and like it, share it, save it, whatever, all that stuff it is, and something that can be a memory for a long time, hopefully. If you have out-of-town family members that would have any interest in viewing some of these events, you could, pass the link along, share it with them. You obviously are able to watch this stream live because we are live as we sit here, but it'll still be up. You can watch it after the fact also, and it'll remain there for you to view even after the events are done.
I think that they were listing who won. There we go. Oh, this is upside down. I don't care.
So I think we're kind of trying to work through our next step after this obstacle course. We might try to do another broadcast up at the ATV rodeo. That's what we're working on, and we might work on doing it.
The only issue with doing that would be I don't actually have access to make a new broadcast, so I
Yeah.
have to like put in a request for it.
I just was talking to them. I was texting them, and they're gonna schedule it for 1 p.m.
Okay.
John Yasko is gonna schedule a broadcast for 1 p.m. That works for you?
I mean, I don't want to, but I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah, there you go. So I think the way it's
I think I'm getting paid for it.
the way it's shaken out is I think we're going to try to do a 1 p.m. broadcast. Ooh, look at this little fella. It's going to be a time to beat right here. He's on the move. There you go, buddy. Good job. Nice job. He got them Crocs locked in four-wheel drive. He's rocking and rolling. He got stuck there. That barrel gets a little bit smaller on the one end. I think when they come out, they seem to struggle just a little bit. There you go, buddy. Good, strong finish. I feel like that's probably going to be the time to beat for right now. I think that he ran over to Kyle Scouten there. I assume that must be Kyle Scouten's little boy, it looks like, and grandson of Scott and Joanne Scouten here. They're here cheering along, taking pictures and whatnot. So I believe that must be theirs. Okay, we got. Looks like we got a helper. I bet this is his brother tagging along behind him, helping him out, giving him some direction. I think these are the Klein boys. Oh, skipped out on a couple there. These are the Klein boys, I believe. They belong to Brock and Heather Klein. I can see Brock standing down there, and I see Heather over there with her mom, Karen. They must all be in town for the weekend visiting. I think they moved out of town. They must be back here for that. So good little run there by the Klein boy. I guess they just texted me and said that they meant noon, not 1.
Okay.
So we'll just do this till like 11. It's 11:12 right now. We'll stay down here till like 11:40 or 45 or whatever.
I guess.
And head back up, do like an hour up there, and then call it good.
I might try to keep everything plugged in this time so it's faster.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got word. We are going to do another broadcast up there at the ATV Radio. We're going to shoot for 12 o'clock noon. So we're going to give you about another 40 minutes or so of the obstacle course down here, and then we're going to go back up there. That's a pretty good run there, Scott. Holy smokes. Did you teach him everything he knows or what? That was Scott Scouten I was talking to right there, and that was his little grandson right here running in front of us. He's saying, Mommy, you missed it. It was a good run, buddy. It was very good. I think he's got the best time probably. He's going to be famous. He went running up through here and said, Mommy, you missed it. Or his mom just stepped up in there to grabbed some snacks for the kids real quick, and by the time she got back, she was only gone for a couple minutes, and he jumped in there, ran it real quick, set a new world record, and all in a day's work. There you go, little lady. She's rocking and rolling here. Okay, so yeah, we are getting things set up and scheduled for a noon, 12 o'clock noon broadcast up there, back up to the arena. We're going to do a little bit more of the ATV rodeo up there after the children's obstacle course down here. We're trying to bounce around and give everybody some different views of the different events here at the Spartansburg Community Fair. Little blondie here, I think this is an Esh girl. Yes, it definitely is. Her mother is my childhood neighbor, Amanda, and that is a spitting image. If that's not little Amanda Peterson, as you know, that was her maiden name. She looks just exactly like Amanda did when she was that age.
This is going to be completely stationary, so I'm going to run and get my wallet and get food because I literally haven't eaten all
That's
day.
fine, yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to try to be fast.
Take your time, that's fine, no big deal. Pretty good run there too for the little Esh lady. She's all smiles. She's all blonde hair and big smiles. That's a good day at the fair for a little kid. Her mom and dad are walking over there now. Okay, next up, I'm not sure who this one belongs to. Pretty good shot there with the basketball though. She's on fire here. I don't have access to the time, so I'm not sure what the winning time is. Good job, little lady. Those pool noodles get a little bit tight right there. They trip them up a little bit. Got through that barrel pretty quick. Hop, skip, and a jump. Swan dive down that slide. Finish strong. There you go. They got to do something there at the end. I'm not exactly sure what that last thing is. They got to pick up. I'm trying to watch. Oh, it's water. They got to. I think they have to get water from that little Tupperware container over into that mason jar looking thing by only using their hands. They got to scoop that water out and put it in that mason jar, I think. So hopefully they all wash their hands before they eat a funnel cake after this event is over. We should pass the hat, take up donations, see how much money we could get raised if we could get somebody to drink that water after the event was over. I feel like that would be a good money maker. Pretty disgusting, but also there's a lot of people walking around here that I feel like would definitely be interested in doing that. So we'll maybe see if we can get that rolling. I don't have a lot of confidence in it, but you know, I'm just an idea guy, you know. All right, next up here looks like we got a little bit of a hold up. I don't know if this lady's going or if she's got a kid. There's a little boy getting ready to go there. He's all smiles. Look at that. This little boy's having the time of his life, grinning from ear to ear. There you go, buddy. Looking around, taking it all in. He's stepping on the pool noodles instead of in between them. That's a different approach. He didn't understand that you had to go in between them, but that's okay. That's awesome. Good job, buddy. He took his own approach on the pool noodles. That's awesome. That's what's neat about these little kids down here. They don't have a care in the world. It's all smiles, all fun and games, and it's not nearly as competitive as some of the other stuff like the ATV rodeo is very competitive. This down here is all fun. He struggled a little bit there on that top step. He needs a bigger slide. He's a little bit too big for that little kid slide. Oh, he's running to mom, but get back here. You got to do the water. Oh, he said, no, I'm not doing the water. All right, good job, buddy. All right, this boy is on the move here. He shoots and he scores. We do some play-by-play commentary on the basketball. I don't know what else to do with some of this stuff, but this kid's all smiles here too. Look at him go, look at him go. Good job, buddy. He's moving. High knees, high knees. Good job there, buddy. That slide's going to be a little bit small for him too, but he's getting up there. Those steps are hard for them kids to get up if they're a little bit taller. Like these last couple boys had a little bit longer legs. Oh, I see. That water thing, I think there's like a sponge or a rag or something in there, like a washcloth. They got to wring it out and fill it up to a certain line on that jar, and then they can cross the finish line. This little fella's shirt says Dirt Rocks. Oh, there you go. Oh, the double bunny hop. Different approach on the hurdles. Nice job. Good job, buddy. Got a nice full head of blonde hair. Good job, buddy. Oh, he skipped over some of them. He don't care about no stinking pool noodles. He said, I'm going for the barrel. Little hang up on the top step there. There he goes. Stop for the water squeezer. Boy, he's getting it. It's fun to watch the other little kids. They're intently watching every kid do it, smiling and clapping for each other. A lot of good sportsmanship. Sometimes we tend to lose that as we get a little bit older and a little bit more competitive, unfortunately. This down here right now is just all good, pure fun for these kiddos. What a beautiful day down here at the fairgrounds. It's supposed to be a high of 75 degrees today. It's partly cloudy, just a couple clouds, the big fluffy white clouds in the sky, the sun shining. Really beautiful day. It's looking like we have a beautiful few days lined up here. I think they're calling for some rain at this point, maybe on Thursday, it sounds like, but hopefully that blows through. And
catastrophes happened, right?
Nope, no catastrophes here, John. Looking like maybe some rain on Thursday, maybe into Friday, but hopefully that clears out. Hopefully it'll be a nice day on Saturday for the parade. The parade starts at 11 o'clock on Saturday up through town here, and you got to get there early if you want to get a spot along the streets. The town comes alive. Everybody sets their chairs up early in the morning and blocks off their spots, gets their candy bags ready, and the parade starts promptly at 11 o'clock, rain or shine. We have had some rainy parade days over the years, but the parade still goes. Okay, we got a little girl coming up. She's getting the directions here, what she's supposed to be doing, getting the rundown. Oh, she's going to crawl the whole thing. It's a different approach. They all have their own little approach. She's going barefoot too. She's trying to be one with the ground. Keeps her grounded. Oh, a little hang up there. She just got told you don't have to do the slide if you don't want to, because she's a little bit taller. That slide would be very hard for her to get up and down, and honestly it probably would tip over. It'd be a little bit dangerous. It's built more for the smaller kids. She's squeezing out water like a champ though. Good job. Strong finish there. Looks like they're going to switch the water out or maybe add the water or something. I think they probably have spilled enough that they probably got to refill that water dish. That's what they're running up to the home show building to refill that water container. A little bit of downtime down here, but no big deal. It's pretty laid back, no rush. We're going to stay live here for another, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, and then we're going to tear down and go back up to the arena for another hour of the ATV rodeo. We're scheduled to start that broadcast at 12 o'clock noon up there. We're going to try to get set up and go live as close to noon as possible. There we got a full container of water now. I feel like maybe they should have a backup down here, like a couple bottles of water or something as that water gets spilled, so they don't have to go all the way up to the home show building. But what do I know? This is my very first time here at the obstacle course, so. All right, we got the pigtails. It bounced out. The basketball bounced out. Oh, she's moving. She's taking the crawling approach also. She crawled through that zig and zag part. High knees, she's moving through there. Also barefoot, taking the grounded approach. Little steps through there. She's gonna choose to skip the slide. Did the roundabout fire drill around the slide. Probably just for timing purposes, so it takes about the same amount of time, no big deal. Squeeze the water and a nice strong finish there. I will say weather-wise, when the cloud cover comes in and that sun disappears behind the clouds, it does seem to cool off. It feels like about 10 degrees cooler. When the sun is out, we actually we set up down here by the corner of the stage. We're in the shade a little bit, just because when we first got started, there were no clouds and it was hot in the sun. Right now there's a nice little breeze and it's actually very comfortable right now. She's gonna crawl. She's gonna take the crawl approach. All right. Working her way through the pool noodles here. That barrel is a little tricky. It goes from real big on one end and it appears to get smaller on the other, and I think it's just kind of egg-shaped a little bit. Seems like it gives them a little bit of trouble, some of them getting through there on the other end, out the other end. Okay, good strong finish there after she squeezed the water. Next little girl coming up here, she's getting the directions so she can try to understand what she's supposed to be doing, and then she's going to take off. Pick up the basketball. Nice shot there. She's moving pretty good here. She got the bear crawl going through there. Whoop, whoop, there you go. And pool noodles can be tricky for him sometimes too. She's taking her time getting through the barrel. Little hopscotch action there with those little rings. She did a half circle, close enough. Close enough. She's gonna squeeze the water and find her way to the finish line. It appears like probably a lot of that water gets spilled, I think. Good strong finish there. Nice job, little lady. If you are listening to this or watching this online, welcome. My name's Kyle Jewell, and I'm here with John Jukes. John's running the camera for us here today. We appreciate you joining us and watching, and we would also appreciate it if you would give us a thumbs up and a like and a share and all that good stuff. Tell your friends and family. Send the link to a friend or a family member. Well, this girl's on the move here too. I believe this is, I think this is maybe Barry Scouten's daughter, I think. She's on the last obstacle here with the squeezing the water. Good strong finish there, nice job. All right, next girl up here. She's moving along pretty good. Trying to see what her shirt says. I think it says something funny, but I can't tell for sure. It says, I think it's a softball shirt. Yes, I throw like a girl. I think it said it. Must be a softball player. We do have a bunch of sponsors. I don't have a list of them, or I would thank them individually, but I do think there's a banner on the bottom of the screen with a list of our sponsors that are sponsoring these events and these live streams. So we appreciate their support to do these broadcasts for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If you're not, just send us your money and tell somebody else to watch it, I guess. But no, we do appreciate all the support.
Thank you.
These guys are just walking through like they own the obstacle course. Cowboy. That look like a real cowboy there. Tex.
Yeah, I was zooming in on his hat.
Yeah, we'll probably get a good look at his. It's a serious cowboy hat.
Big old cowboy hat.
Yep, they're not having the rodeo this year. Otherwise, you could go there and ride a bull. The last couple years, we had the rodeo over on the pulling track on Monday nights. But this year, it's something different. There's no rodeo. It's going to be some type of drag racing. I think you can sign up, drag race your four-wheelers, or I think side-by-sides, everything. It's kind of like an amateur event. Whoever wants to sign up, pay for your entry, you can get up there and drag race. So something different. It'll be the first time that's ever been here at the Spartansburg Fair. So kind of looking forward to seeing how that goes tonight. We are not going to live stream that because it is a paid event. So obviously to have access to get into that, there is a fee, so we're not going to be broadcasting that. This girl is shaking her head, must be at her mother here or something. Typical little attitude. She's taking a crawling on the knees approach. Sounds like maybe her name's Emma. I can hear some people cheering her on. I'm not sure if they're supposed to crawl through that section after the orange tunnel or if some of them are just choosing to do that. I'm not really sure what the exact rules are here. There might not even be any rules here, for all I know.
I'd probably be letting Nadia through the camera if that was so loud.
Yeah, we can actually hear the announcers clear up at the arena right now from down here. You obviously can't hear it on this audio pickup because I'm using a microphone, but we can hear it in person way up through there. That sound kind of travels right down through here. It's not too far up through there, but a little bit of a breeze blowing down this direction. It carries that noise. Oh, we got a couple boys sumo wrestling here. They're probably brothers or cousins or buddies or something, hopefully. Looked like a little bit of a mismatch. The boy in the blue stayed down. He gave up. He said enough of that. All right, little girl in the pink. She was in the princess pageant last night. She traded in her dress from last night, put on her sparkly sneakers for the obstacle course today. She's having a good time. She's one of the Holby girls. Belongs to the Holby family. I see Grandma and Grandpa here taking pictures and videos or whatever. She was all dressed up last night. She was, if I remember correctly, I think she was contestant number 1. These kids are having a good time down here. You know, this is an event that obviously isn't for everybody. If you don't have a kid involved in it or whatever, this is not something that you're just going to be passing through and be like, hey, that looks very exhilarating. Stop and take in the action. But it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun for the kids that are participating, and it's fun to watch the families and the kids. Okay, this little girl, she was, maybe not. Yeah, she was also in the pageant last night. I can't remember what contestant number she was, but she was in the princess pageant last night also. She traded in her dress for some more comfortable clothes today and some Crocs. I don't blame you. I dressed down today too. So it's about 11:37. We're gonna do 2 more kids here. We're gonna watch 2 more kids here on this broadcast, and we're gonna have to end this one, and we're gonna tear down our setup because it does take us a while to get things tore down, and we're gonna move back up to the arena. We're gonna try to be up there and set up as close to noon as possible, and that broadcast will start as soon as we're able to go live up there around noon, and we're gonna give you another hour up there at the ATV Rodeo in the arena from noon until 1 o'clock. Like I said, we're going to do 2 more kids down here. There's a lot of people sitting here in the shade underneath the roof of the stage area, trying to stay out of the sun. The sun come back out from behind the clouds now, and it is plenty warm. A little bit of a hold up here. I think did they hand out some, I'm trying to see what's going on. Looks like they got little blow-up balloons or something. Maybe it's over. I don't know. It looks like maybe it's done. They might just be. No, they're not done. Switching classes. I am not an expert on this obstacle course, so I apologize. I'm just trying to stumble through it along with you. So if you are an obstacle course expert and you would have an interest in taking this over for next year, you're going to hit us up. Leave us a comment on this post, and we would be glad to involve you. I think they're switching classes here, must be. I assume it's probably a different age range. That's my guess. Again, totally a guess, but I think that's what's happening here is a different age group. We're going to do this little boy in blue, and then we're going to do one more after him, and then we're going to tear down and head up the hill a little bit. We got to pack up our wagon. It's like the Oregon Trail getting up through there. Luckily, the midway's not too busy, but there is starting to be some action on the midway. A lot of the food vendors are starting to open up here. It's 11:40 right now, so it's getting close to lunchtime. The lemonade stands are getting opened up. The donuts and Fowler's candy. I've seen some people with funnel cakes. Atta boy. This little fellow's on the move here. Good job, buddy. Kind of slowed down there for that barrel, but he's moving right along. He's going to go up and down the slide. You got to squeeze this water here. Taking a little bit of time with the water squeezing here. So later tonight around, I believe it's right at 4 o'clock, is going to be the 5K. There is going to be a live broadcast of that event also. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing the broadcast or the 5K. But that will be on here as well in a different link with a different broadcast if you're interested. Look at this kid hurdling. Holy smokes. He's on the move. Good job, buddy. Nice job. He's on the move. It's going to be a good time to beat. If he can get, he's going to go around that slide. He opted to not go up and down it. If he can get that water squeeze, the water squeeze is the one thing that tends to give someone a little bit of trouble, just slows him down a little bit. He's really squeezing that though. He's like a mop box. Good job, buddy. Like I said, I don't have access to the times. They got the timer down there at the finish line. I'm not sure what that time was, but it seemed pretty fast from down here. Okay, it's 11:42. We're going to go ahead and start our teardown process here and try to get back up to the arena. It's going to be a separate broadcast. We're going to try to start as close to noon as possible up there, and we're going to give you another hour of that ATV radio. That's going to be from noon until 1 o'clock p.m. We'll get up there and get back into some fast-paced action for you. If you watch this, we appreciate you following along and supporting the fair and supporting the Corey Journal and also supporting the